And we are hearing a lot about the candidates' personal lives this election cycle, and we're learning who they are, but not so much about what they stand for. News 4's Allie Ingersoll is getting reaction from political scientists about how the conversations can impact voters. Allie?
Christy, we really haven't heard a lot about foreign policy, healthcare, education reform. Instead, we're hearing a lot about emails and walls and even the size of some candidates' hands.
We're seeing things that are flashy.
Yeah, God forbid we get around to actually comparing policies for a change.
Kevin Hardwick is an associate political science professor at Canisius College, who says he doesn't really think it'll come to talking about policies at any point.
I'm not sure that's going to happen this election. I mean, it's going to be a very, very negative campaign.
There's an undercurrent of American politics that is a little bit rough and tumble. It is a bit of a street fight.
Jacob Nyheisel teaches at UB and says since the early days of politics, those sitting across the aisle have always done a bit of name calling.
There's really no golden era of campaign discourse.
The professor says in recent years, discussing personal matters over policies is becoming more common.
Voters kind of like a fight, and so they're drawn to that. That makes them more interested in the campaign.
Nyheisel says it doesn't really impact the campaign, though. He says as much as voters say they make their decisions based on policies, there are always other factors, including demeanor and personality, that go into who they vote for.
Personality traits have a way of becoming heuristics, shortcuts for policy kinds of positions.
And the political science educator says this election is a rarity.
With two very strong personalities in a race, that's going to obviously come to the fore, and that's going to be where you see most of the action. This is a weird one, and it's one where bets are kind of off.